Hey everybody, Carly Carpio here from Holistically Dope to bring you another mindful moment. So last week we talked about why it's important to have a mindfulness or meditation practice, how it can help you reduce stress and anxiety, how it can help you be more present, bring some more of those happy endorphins into your life, and possibly even help with some long-term health benefits. But this week, I want to talk about how. So we know why, so let's get to the how you can bring meditation and mindfulness into your everyday life. I have 5 steps, so join me, we'll listen through those, and then we'll go through a little bit of breath work to get you started on your day. So the first step is to be intentional. If you are serious about introducing this mindfulness or meditation practice into your life, set aside a little bit of time every single day. If it's in your car, like when you park, when you get to work, if it's at home, the first thing you do when you wake up, or the last thing that you do before you go to bed, it's important to be consistent. And they say that having the same time every single day helps your practice. And so I challenge you to try some in the morning, try some in the afternoon, and try some in the evening, but setting aside that intentional space for yourself to practice. The next one is to observe without judgment. What I mean by that is, so let's say you set aside your time, you're sitting still in the morning, you're trying to meditate, and you notice that your mind is going a million miles an hour. It's important to observe. It's important to note and notice what thoughts continue to come up, what emotions that you have, but it's very important that you don't judge yourself. We don't do meditation, we don't practice mindfulness to judge ourselves. We do it just to be more present, to learn about ourselves, to grow. And so if you're always judging yourself or being negative in these spaces, it can hinder your practice. So I challenge you to set aside a time, so be intentional, and then observe without judgment. The third is to be still. And I know how hard that is. I have a million things to do every single day. I'm always running from here to there, from here to there. And if I'm not being productive or I'm not doing something important, then I feel like I'm wasting time, or that I should have, could have, would have been doing all of these things. But it's important that we give ourselves time just to be still, just to rest, just to reflect, just to be with ourselves. And so I challenge you to do that in your everyday. The next is to be present. Now, I know that there's a lot going on in the world. There always has been, there always will be. But if we continue to live in the future with worrying about what could happen, what might happen, what possibly this could happen, that could happen, there's endless possibilities about what could happen in the future. And then some people live in the past thinking about what we could have done, should have said, could have changed, and replaying these conversations and these situations in our lives. If we're living in the future, if we're living in the past, we're not living in the present. And so I challenge you just to be mindful every day about where your thoughts are going, where your emotions and feelings are going, and also the words that you're using in your life. Are the things that you talk about every day, the things that you write about, tweet about, the things that you journal about, those in the future or the past? And challenging you to be more present in every day at work, with your family, with your friends, in conversations, but just being present. And again, not judging yourself whenever you notice that you're not, but gently reeling those thoughts back in, reining them in back to this present moment. And then the last one is my favorite step of all for practicing mindfulness, and it is grace and space. And what I mean by that is we're human. Inevitably, we're going to mess up on something or fall off our schedule or get distracted or have our minds going a million miles an hour. But you have to give yourself grace. You're putting the intention and the effort. You're creating a space for yourself to grow, to process, to be present with yourself, your friends, your loved ones. Give yourself some grace. Know that you don't always have to get it right, and know that there is no wrong way to be you or to do you. So noticing that your practice will look very different from mine, will look very different from someone else's or Bob's or Jane's or Dustin's or whoever's, and just giving yourself that space and that grace to allow your practice to manifest and to grow as it needs to. Some days you might want to meditate and you can sit there for 20 minutes and it feels good. And then some days you might only be able to get in 5 deep breaths, and that was your practice. But giving yourself that space and that grace along the journey, because it is just that, a journey. And so now that you know the whys, now that we have some step to hows, and I'll go through those again. So be intentional, observe without judgment, Be still, be present in space and grace for yourself. Now we'll practice a little bit of all of those with a quick breath. So breathing is probably one of my favorite ways to practice mindfulness and to meditate, because it really helps me tune into my body when I notice, and it helps me notice how my emotions are feeling, how my body is feeling, and it gives me time to process things that I'm probably not actively looking to process in the moment, because maybe they're difficult, maybe they're hard, or maybe it's a lot in whatever moment. And so by breathing, it really allows me to tune in. So I invite you to join me for a mindful moment of breathing. So sitting up tall wherever you are, putting both of your feet flat on the floor, so uncrossing your legs. If you feel like you want to receive more energy, you can put your palms up. If you're like, no, I think I'm good for today, you can put them face down on your lap. And then sit up as tall as you can, lengthening the crown of your head up towards the sky, and then gently leaning back a little bit to fix our posture. So stacking your head on top of your neck, on top of your shoulders, on top of your spine, all the way down to your hips. Let's do a big shoulder roll. So circle them forward and exhale them down your back. Let's do one more there. Circle them forward and exhale down your back. And then I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze and begin to settle into your body, relaxing your forehead, releasing your jaw, releasing your tongue away from the roof of your mouth if you happen to find it there. Allowing your shoulders to melt away from your ears. Allowing your chest to expand on your next inhale and fall on your next exhale. Relaxing your core, relaxing any tension in your arms, your wrists, your palms, through each and every one of your fingertips. And let's take a big clearing breath. Really big inhale through your nose. Really big exhale out of your mouth. 2 more big breaths like that. Big inhale through your nose, fill up your belly. Big exhale out of your mouth. Last big inhale here. Really big exhale out of your mouth. And then begin to inhale through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding your breath at the top. Begin to exhale through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding at the bottom, noticing how your body feels in between breaths. Begin to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding at the top, noticing how your body feels when it's filled with air. Begin to exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding at the bottom. Begin to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding at the top, allowing any noise around you to become part of your mindful moment. Begin to exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding at the bottom, relaxing your forehead, releasing your jaw. Begin to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Begin to exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding at the bottom. Begin to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding at the top. Relaxing your forehead. Begin to exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding at the bottom. Gently bringing both of your palms to right beneath your belly button. Try to breathe into your palms for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding at the top, noticing how your belly feels when it's pressing into those palms. Begin to exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, holding at the bottom. On your next inhale, expanding your belly into your palms for 1, 2, 3, 4, holding at the top. Begin to exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, holding at the bottom. Making this next inhale the biggest inhale you've taken all day. Begin to breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, holding at the top. Trying to breathe in just a little bit more air. Really big exhale all the air out of your body for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping your eyes closed or your gaze soft, you can release your palms down to your lap. Taking a moment to think of something that you are extremely grateful for. If it's a person, a place, an experience, a moment, allowing that gratitude to fill you. And then whenever you're ready, gently blinking open your eyes, coming back to the present moment. Breath work is one of many forms of mindfulness and meditation. You can do mindful walking, mindful eating, mindful reading, mindful journaling. But I challenge you to try different forms of meditating, whether it's exercising or sitting still, if you're eating, whatever it is, doing breath work, trying different things and seeing what works for you. That's really the difference when it comes to mindfulness and meditation, is each of our practices will look different, but whatever you're trying, remember to be intentional. Remember to observe yourself with non-judgment, to be still, to be present, and to allow yourself the space and grace to be exactly where you are and how you are in the moment, knowing that that is enough. Thank you so much for joining me and sharing your practice with me. My name is Carly Carpio here from Holistically Dope. Shout out to the American Heart Association for facilitating this space for us to have these mindful moments. I hope that you have a beautiful week. Thanks for joining us.